No, I was just checking the audio levels, make sure it's not too loud. Ah. Let's try and give some air room here.
Okay. So I reckon...
That did not work.
Let me go back. Do it again.
Right, it's important that you show everybody the pizzas then.
What?
It's important Emma gives the audience a good look at the pizzas.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we've got a plate for one slice apiece. Have I got one?
Yeah.
Is this mine?
So.
Yeah, I'll do it. Are you live?
We're live. Can
We're
everyone
live.
hear us? Yes.
They should be able to.
Okay.
These blindfolds are not working great, but never mind.
I mean, you can't see, right?
Yeah.
Can you see? Right.
Nope.
I was trying to also be able to hear.
I've put your knife to open the boxes up.
Okay. Have you got a drink to open your mouth, mate?
I do.
Chris,
I
does
do.
your blindfold need tying? A bit more, or is it alright?
I mean, if you want to like double check, I don't want it to slip off.
Right, so we got 4. Papa John's.
That's better, yeah.
Okay, so first up, I'm not allowed to say the name, am I?
No, that's part of the game. And we want to give a score out of 10.
Yeah.
I want a blind taste test here, Chris. I don't know if we've got a gamba going.
Yeah.
There has to be a gamba, right?
Chat can assess the quality.
Make sure they get a nice look at it.
Okay.
And the box as well, so they know what it is. Right, this is intense. A lot's on the line here.
I hope it's not
I'm
awful.
looking at it.
Emma,
And it's a good pepperoni to pizza ratio, actually.
I mean, who's judging this here? Can you stop?
Why?
Because you're giving us indication of what's on it.
Well, you know it's a pepperoni pizza. You ordered
Yeah,
it.
but you're nice, so there's a lot. That makes a difference.
Ratios are important, as
Yep.
I talked about. You know, that's why I don't like a thin crust. With toppings, certainly. Because you need the proper ratio of bread to everything
Okay.
The
else.
least bread possible is the best pizza.
Your first slice is on your plate.
It's on the plate, okay. It's very floppy.
It's floppy.
It's very floppy.
It's a light heft.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
is.
Crust is thin on the back. Now, normally it's pretty sacrilegious to like go for crust first, I feel like, but I feel like if I'm playing to win, I need to do that.
It's all sauce. It's all sauce.
Right,
It's
crust is very
chewy.
bready.
Yeah.
No additional flavours.
No, it's so tomatoey. Oh, I don't like that.
That's good.
And it's dusty.
Oh, Chris
It's like
likes
really
it.
dusty.
The birthday boy likes it.
Can you feel that dust on the crust? Mm-hmm. Is that like cornmeal or something?
Yeah, I like polenta maybe.
Yeah. That's too saucy for me. It just tastes like tomato. I can't taste the cheese or the pepperoni.
So that's weird, like... That's fine to me. That's good.
Like, the pepperoni for me is just really chewy. I feel like it tried to make a fancy crust. Are you ready to guess?
A moment.
I can't taste the cheese or the pepperoni on it.
So that's really interesting. I'm getting a completely different feeling.
Oh. The pepperoni just feels chewy to me on that. Can you bring in some, like, paper towel then? Just a
Please, yeah.
face wipe. The pepperoni is so chewy on it.
Nice and salty.
Very salty.
Nice fat from the cheese.
Chris, do you like that one?
I like this one.
You're
Yeah.
gonna have to use that.
There's loads of paper
There
towels
is loads of
inside.
paper towel in there, yeah.
Where?
In the kitchen on the side near the toaster. You ready?
What do you want to do first? Rating?
Rating, I give that a 4. It's just, all I can taste is sauce and salt. That's it.
I'm going to give that like a solid 7.
Sebs, you really like that one.
I like that quite a bit, yeah.
Oh. So, are you gonna vote who you think it is?
Yeah, I'll guess first on this one, and then you guess first on the next one. How's that?
Right, sure.
I think that is Frankie and Benny's.
I actually think this might be Domino's.
Really?
Yeah, I'm feeling like it might be Domino's.
What made you think it was Domino's?
It's that cheese flavour and the tomato flavour is kind of strong enough to
You
make
know
me think
why
it's
that
Domino's.
might be true? Because you don't like cheese, and I can't taste the cheese on that.
Yeah, see, I don't like cheese.
Yeah.
So really, when I'm thinking about what I want from mozzarella, what I want is just kind of a little bit of milky creaminess and then some fat. Right, that's all I want. I don't want any funk. I don't want any weirdness.
Okay.
Right, so final answers. Chris, you're going with.
Domino's.
Mike, you're going with.
Frankie and Benny's.
Okay. Next pizza.
Do you put the crust and stuff in like a box so we're not overlapping?
Yeah, I didn't finish my slice.
Yeah, I'm not
I'm
finishing
going to go
mine.
back and smash that later.
Oh, that's so salty. I can still taste it now, you know.
Okay. Let me move your crust. Are you eating yours, Chris?
What?
Are you eating your crust?
No, just take the old stuff away.
Yeah, just put it to the side because I'll probably eat them later. But I didn't want to overwhelm myself too early on
I need to wash that salt out of my mouth.
because this is
Okay, your next slice is on the plate.
Okay.
this is serious stuff, Em.
I can't find a crust.
What's this?
Stiffer,
Smaller.
small, but look how stiffer that is. I mean, that's a thick crust. Like the dough is really thick.
It's doughy. Yeah.
It's very
I
doughy.
already have an idea what this is. Good lord, that's tasteless. No powderiness on it.
I could taste the pepperoni on this one. I could definitely get the pepperoni taste.
Well, that's getting me more up front.
I prefer this one if it wasn't as doughy. It's still very salty, but at least I can taste the pepperoni on this one.
Definitely more pepperoni taste. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily a flavour I like.
Yeah. I'm not as salty.
Salt
Way
level's
less
fine.
saucy than the other one.
Yeah, not a very strong sauce taste. The pepperoni is definitely more prevalent. I just don't know it's a pepperoni I like.
Right.
Which one?
A serviette, please. Thanks, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Who's
I'm pretty
voting?
confident I know what that is.
Who's
So-
voting?
Alright, you're first on this one, Chris.
Score, yeah?
Yep.
I'm going to give that like a 5.
I give that a 6.
And where do you think it's from?
I'm going to say that's Frankie and Benny's.
I'm going to say that's the local one.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think that's the local one.
Interesting.
It's had that like takeaway taste. There's a taste to like a takeaway, you know, like
Yeah,
a
and
local
I'm
takeaway.
waiting for that taste. I didn't quite get it. That's not the flavour I got, but that's definitely what I'm waiting for.
Next.
But, it could be any number of things, right? A place could do it completely differently. So it's hard to judge.
Next up.
I think the
So-
lack of crust at the.
Oh, no. Jump the gun.
I don't have to wash my mouth out like 3 times after that one. That first one was so salty.
Oh, I like it. I like that. I always get that after Domino's, as I'm very thirsty. But
Oh, you think they do like the old McDonald's fries trick?
Next
To force you
is
to have it.
in front of you.
Okay. Oh, this is a bigger boy.
big, yeah.
Very stiff.
Very stiff.
That is a thick crust.
Fluffy.
Is that like an inch crust?
It's like fluffy as well. So a different flavour in the crust. One I quite like.
See, that's way too much bread.
The crust's got a good flavour. So I'm just starting on the back, right?
This is the first one that's had crispy pepperoni. Mine's really crispy. There's no pizza here. I'm at the crust already. What the hell is this? This is a scam. This pizza is fucking scam. It's all crust. And like no topping.
Good saltiness.
I'll tell you one thing about this one. All the flavours are there.
Yeah. The sauce
Every
is there.
flavour is there. The sauce and the pepperoni and the cheese is all there in that one. That's the first one that's done that. I like that crispy pepperoni. It gives it a bit of crunch.
Crisp pepperoni's nice.
Yeah. And it tastes alright. It doesn't taste like slightly left out. I like that, except the crust.
Yeah.
That is just like a loaf of bread.
Oh, it's got a nice little spice to it as well.
That's what I mean. That's all the flavours there on that one. I like that one.
That's pretty good.
That's my favourite so far.
Right, so what score are you giving it?
I would give that one like a 7.
And where do you think it's from?
I think that's Domino's.
You think that's definitely not Domino's.
You can't put Domino's again, Chris.
So I'm going to say, in terms of score, they're about the same sort of quality, I think, as the first one. What I think is Domino's. So they're both kind of a 7/8, I think. Now that I think about it, and I believe this is Papa John's.
We're different on every single one so far.
Yeah.
So
We'll see.
Who do you think
either
it is?
one of us is dominating, or we're both bad.
Who do you think it is, Mike?
Me, I think that's Domino's.
Okay.
It's because it's got all that crust on it, and every time you've wanted to get Domino's for the kids, I always get the thin crust because I remember I haven't actually had a normal Domino's pizza in a really long time.
You had it during the Quest and Conflict. Night
Yeah.
before.
Oh, because we got it for we got it for all the guys, didn't we?
Yeah, because we were working.
I think that was probably the last time I'd seen a normal one.
Yeah, that's definitely not Domino's.
So, by all accounts, Chris, your next slice you believe to be
Frankie
and Bennett's.
No, I believe it's the takeaway.
You believe it's the takeaway.
Do we want a chance to revise on?
I don't
which
think so.
ones?
I think we stick with
think
our
we
gut
stick?
instincts. Yeah. Does anyone keep? Emma's got the score, I guess.
I would hope so. I assume the chat is probably as well.
Okay. Your next and final slice is in front of you.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, it's dinky.
Stinky. It's got.
It's fucking all bread again.
It's bready.
That is decidedly average. It's dusty again. Why do they keep making these dusty ass pizzas?
Well, I've been thrown for a loop here.
Yeah, I think this is Papa John's. Saucy, too much bread, which makes me think it's corporate because they don't want to give you enough topping. And try the crust.
So I definitely know I've got one of these wrong because I know that the takeaway one that you thought was takeaway is definitely takeaway.
I think so.
Yeah.
This could be Domino's for me as well.
Same. It tastes very much like Domino's.
It's that thick ass crust where they're trying to jip you, and it's really dusty.
But there's something slightly different, I feel like. But it's very similar to number one for me. This one is extremely similar to number one for me.
Less flavourful.
So I'm going to get this up for the chat, just for reference, because this is what number one was.
Very similar to the first one for me.
Yeah.
Like, almost identical in saltiness, in crust quality. Slightly different flavour on the pepperoni.
I'd just say it was flavourless. I can't taste shit on it.
Yeah, that's not my feeling at all.
Yeah, I think that's just like, I can taste a bit of the sauce, that's about it.
The cheese is not as strong into like the fat flavour.
Yeah.
Is what I would say for this one.
Like, you know that pepperoni on the third one where you could taste the spice and a little bit of that's what I like out of a pepperoni. Like, that's like just there for texture almost for me.
Yeah.
All right, well, you scoring it. You're first up on this one.
I'm going to give this like a 6.
That's a 4 for me. I'm not a fan.
And I'm going to say, like, as much as I know I've already guessed it, but I know it was takeaway, that one. So I'm going to have to say this one's Frankie and Benny's.
And Papa John's for me. Full on corporate.
This is really throwing me for a loop here.
An upset.
An upset. Can we
I think we can de-blindfold. Are you going to...
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Oh, fucking hell.
Which was your favourite pizza?
Third one.
I would say first and third are tied for me.
Third one. Easy. Alright, I can't remember our choices. I think... What was number 1 then?
Number 1, Mike, you got it right.
Fuck.
It was Frankie and Benny's.
So Frankie and Benny's and Domino's must be really, really similar.
Number 2, Mike, you got it right.
Fuck.
Was Orange.
Okay.
Number 3.
Must be Papa John's. Yeah.
Mike, you got it wrong.
I did. And that was the nicest one
Papa
for me.
John's.
Papa John's was the nicest one for me.
And the last one,
It was Domino's.
you got it right, Mike.
So if I hadn't... So these taste very similar to me.
Was Domino's.
So actually, I think I could reasonably interchange these, and these would be about the same.
But I mean, I think though, Chris, you got 0 out of 4.
No, he got.
No, I got 1 out of 4.
He got Papa John's.
All right, and I bring on what, 2?
2. But yeah, so actually I would say, my conclusion from this is, these are really, really similar. So I would be happy to eat either of these.
See, I think it's because your lack of liking cheese.
Maybe.
These two are just so boring. Like, I couldn't taste anything. And that one was super saucy. Who was this?
I'll let you know. I ate 1 slice of each.
Can I look at it?
1 full slice of each, and my favourite was Papa John's.
Yeah, look how saucy that was.
That
Look
was
at all
horrible,
the yeah, look at all the sauce hanging off the edge. So much sauce. And
Max will eat that one.
yeah. And that sort of handmade crust. I mean, it's all right, but
I'll eat that happily.
You'll be surprised at how burnt the pepperoni is on the Domino's.
oh really? Was it
Wait till you
burnt?
get there.
All right, the local one. I don't think this was too bad. It just was.
There's got a weirdness to it.
There's a weird takeaway
It's
taste
got
that
herbs
exists.
in it.
But this is way better than some of the other places I've ordered from that are local.
Papa John's was actually a good looking pizza.
Yeah, it looks alright there. I love this one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I've ordered from Papa John's since I got to Manchester.
So look at the Domino's, Chris.
I did not eat all the rest.
But
Oh God,
it's got it's
so burnt.
See, I quite like that with pepperoni. I like a burnt.
Really?
Yeah, because that's where you get all the oil come
I
out.
like it crispy.
Yeah, like you know, if I'm making a pizza, I want to make sure I really get a good color because you want that to crisp up.
So
Oh my
there you
gosh.
go.
Well,
Mike, you're the pizza.
Yeah. So I'll accept that because I actually think because 1 and
I
4
love
are
this.
so similar
lovely.
that made it work for me.
Look at that pile of pepperoni there.
Yeah.
They put Papa John's are actually generous with the pepperoni.
Well,
The chat are calling you the pizza god.
Fair enough. But
as it's your
People are
birth,
like, they all look shit.
this one's really nice. The pepperoni, like, there's actually a burn in the back of my throat. This is good.
It's nice pepperoni, that one. I prefer the pepperoni on the burnt Domino's though.
You're like Chris. You prefer that one.
Yeah.
it really brings out
This is lovely.
a lot of it. Cool.
There you go.
All right. Well, it's fun
Oh
anyway.
yeah, the garlic sauce. That is something from Papa John's. That is disgusting. It's like garlic buttery.
So I know this is sacrilegious, but I actually do eat my pizza with ketchup.
No, my boys do that.
Yeah.
Well, as it's your birthday, you can choose any pizza to have for your lunch.
I mean, I'm going to choose an intersection of different slices.
Well, you can get what you want. I'm keeping the Papa John's.
I'm having one of those Papa John slices.
There you go. And which ones did you like then? Because you tried them all.
I tried them all. My favourite was Papa John's.
Frankie and Benny's did not do well there, I don't think.
See, I quite like it. I'll have one of those as well.
It's past the
No,
Chris.
Papa John, the Frankie and Benny, sorry.
I'll have this last one. Are you taking this for the boys?
Yeah.
Alright. I'll take this one that's got 1 pepperoni in it.
That one's rich first.
Give me the ripped one.
Give the Brit one. Have the Brit one. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing's going to happen.
Oh, dear.
Right, let's go back to the boys. I'll give them one of them.
Just another crown under my belt, you know?
Fair. You've done well out of this September.
So alright, me.
Chris, you've got all this as well. That you've not ate.
Oh. Okay, now. Oh, never mind. I shall put it away. No doubt.